welcome back to my channel. Today's going to be a little bit of a different video. I'm going to be walking through my Always Fully Booked 2023 planner. So this is my first time getting a Always Fully Booked planner, and I am absolutely blown away by how awesome it is. I've been having so much fun with it, and it's really helped me keep track of my reading and stay on top of my goals. So they give you a couple free like little bookish stickers, and I actually got some from the shop as well, just because I want to decorate this planner as much as I can. Now I'll warn you, I'm no artist, so yeah, don't expect like beautiful artwork or anything. But starting out, we have just kind of my legend, which shows, you know, what genre I associate with each color, and that kind of helps me color code my books and such when I'm doing reviews. Then it also lets you put your own star rating. So for my 1 star, it was either a DNF or I did not like it at all. Like there was no redeeming qualities whatsoever. 2 stars, they have some redeeming qualities, but I really did not enjoy. 3 stars are that I enjoyed the book, but there was something missing. 4 stars is that I liked the book a lot, but it didn't blow me away, blow me out of the water or anything. And 5 stars is I love the book, I have no complaints, it blew me away, I think about it often, and so on and so forth. Then it also lets you put like a couple of books that you're really anticipating, and I'm really anticipating Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. Some Shall Break, which I accidentally put None Shall Break. This thing's full of errors already. I want to be a perfectionist, but I can't. But Some Shall Break by Ellie Marney, and I absolutely loved None Shall Break. Oh, wait. Yeah, or None Shall Sleep. See, I'm already messing up. None Shall Sleep by Ellie Marney, which is like a Silence of the Lambs, but YA edition. Absolutely fantastic book. I really do want to read Daughter of the Moon Goddess, so I'm super excited about that. And then The Stolen Heir, which I'm almost done with my Cruel Prince series reread, and then I'll be getting The Stolen Heir. And then these, I didn't finish yet. I'm still trying to think of some other goals, but I did some 2023 goals. One was read 100 books to keep up with this journal, because I've had some bookish planners / journals in the past and I've failed at keeping up with them. So I really hope I can keep up with this one. I want to try to leave reviews for every book that I read on both like Instagram and Goodreads. Sorry, my dogs are fighting. And I want to read more books that I own, and I'm actually have like a system that I'm doing right now where I'll look around my library and find a book and see if it's on either my Libby app or my Scribd app, any kind of app, and see if I can listen to it. And that way I'm clearing the books that I already own in a different way. That way I'm not like burdened with physically trying to read every single book I own this year. I'm going to mix it up and try to get some in audiobook format and try to knock those out. And then of course stress less, you know. We all get stressed out, especially when you have like stressful jobs and such. So stressing less, taking a chill pill, that is my goal this year. So this is just like a reading checklist. So it's like you can keep track of all the books that you read and just do like a mini star rating. I think they give you like 3 pages, 2 or 3 pages. Yeah, I think it's 3 pages. So I've already done most. I still gotta finish The Wicked King, which is a 5-star read, but this is all the books that I've read so far except for these 3. These are just 3 that I'm either currently reading or getting ready to read, so I figured I'd write them down and then mark them off when I finish them. And then it gives you like place to put your bookshelves. I've seen people do these all sorts of ways. I've seen people make like a key up top and each color represent what they rated a book. I've seen people make a key up top where each color represents how many pages a book had, like a certain amount, which is a good way to keep track of how many pages each book was. And then I've also seen people like draw the spines, which is what I'm trying to do. It's not working out too well for me. I'm not, like I said, I'm not much of an artist, but I thought it'd be fun. And then it just gives you tons of things that you can decorate. I haven't fully finished decorating the bookshelf yet, but I'm having a blast with it. So Then it also gives you like a book series tracker, so you can keep track of certain book series, how many books you've read in said series, and go from there. And this is where like the colors come into play, like you have your fantasy series, your historical fiction series, and yada yada. So it gives you plenty of room to put tons of series in here. And then they have also several pages of quotes. So far I only got one. It's, "If I cannot be better than them, I will be so much worse." Jude from The Cruel Prince. And that quote is just, ah. But yeah, it gives you like 2 or 3 pages of quotes as well. So plenty of room to put some quotes from books. So, and then a wish list. And again, I kept messing up on Some Shall Break because, you know, pressure to be perfect. But Some Shall Break, Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, Curse of the Reaper, which I actually did get for myself, and then Stolen Heir. I couldn't resist that one. So this is just a good way to keep track of what books you want and go from there. And then here we have also a movie tracker. So every Saturday I like to go visit my grandpa, and we typically watch a horror movie or two. So this would be great for keeping up and keeping track of all these. So last week we watched Smile and the Invisible Man, the old 1933 version. I also love the 2020 version. Oh, that movie was amazing. I remember watching it in the theater and my jaw dropped at a certain scene. I won't say what scene, but anyway, it just gives you room to rate the movies that you watch and what day you watched them and such. So it's a great way to keep track. And then it also has a TV tracker. So right now I'm watching Criminal Minds, and so I'm keeping track of that. And I put in a nice blood red for all the serial killers. But some other TV shows I want to watch Wednesday, and I think there's a couple other shows on Netflix that I'm interested in. So. And then it also gives a spot for 5-star reads. Now, I'm going to limit this book to books I've read this year, not like rereads. Like, I could put all the Cruel Prince series on here, but I'm not going to because I don't want to clog it up with 2023 5 stars. So right now, The Last Housewife was just perfection. It's a very, very dark book, so warning. Make sure you check the trigger warnings and everything before you read that. But The Last Housewife by Ashley Winstead was just so good. And I listened to it on audiobook, and the audiobook's fantastic. So that earned its place in my first 5-star read. So this is going to be my top book of each month. I've also seen that you could do like book club picks for the month, and all sorts of stuff like that. But I'm going to reserve this for my top picks of each month. And then this is the A to Z challenge. So far I only have A and W. A lot of my books have been starting with T's, so I'm trying to avoid writing a T in here. But hopefully I'll be able to read enough books to fill up this entire thing. And I really like these challenges. They're a lot of fun. And then there's also the 2023 Fully Booked Reading Challenge, and it has all sorts of challenges. What I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be printing out the book covers and putting them on here, but I'm just kind of writing the book title for now, and I'm going to save space just so I know which one goes where. So right now, a book with food in the title, Arsenic and Adobo. I just read that one. It was only a 3-star read for me. It wasn't fantastic, but it counts. But yeah, there's all sorts of stuff, like a 2022 award-winning book, an audiobook with a full cast. If I hadn't already read Daisy Jones and the Six, that would be going there. A book with found family, a book with more than 500 pages. So all sorts of fun challenges. And there's more too. There's also a cover challenge. So like a crown on the cover, clouds on the cover, a person facing away, trees. So all sorts of fun stuff there. And then this is the read books with covers of every color in the rainbow. So I can't wait to fill all these in. Then there's also the genre reading challenge. So this is like reading a book from each genre. So I'm going to be reading The Stolen Heir. I kind of cheated and I already put it on there, but I know I'm going to read it. So The Stolen Heir, nonfiction, I read When a Killer Calls, which is by the same people who wrote Mindhunter. Really interesting look into the FBI and how they did like the behavioral analysis unit, which I'm a big fan of, obviously, from Criminal Minds. And then horror/thriller, The Last Housewife. Yeah. And then it also has like a Read Through the Ages challenge, so you can read each book from a different time period, which is pretty cool. I'm actually going to be reading Bridgerton soon, so that will kind of count in one of those. And then there's also a around the world reading challenge. So you can read a book from each setting. So North America, an island, South America, Europe, Africa, Antarctica, the Arctic, Middle East, Australia, New Zealand, Asia, and Russia. And then this is the reading goal tracker. So you could do this any way you wanted to. You could put like the book covers on here. I'm just doing what format I listened to or read. So I've read so far 4 audiobooks and 2 books, soon to be 3 books once I finish The Queen of Nothing. But I think this is a fun way just to kind of keep track of what all formats I'm reading. And then we have the battle of the books. So each month I'll put what book was my #1 book and then have it battle out with the next month and see which one comes out on top. And eventually I'll have one winner, which will be super fun. And then this is my pages read chart. So I have a couple different colors here. So the blue is a 0 to 50 pages. The light green is 50 to 100 pages. 100 to 50 is red, 150 to 200 is green, and then over 200 is orange. So I've just been keeping track every day how many pages I've read, which I'll show you in my January thing, how I keep track of it. But this will just be a good way to see how much I'm reading each day. And then they also provide like a couple different charts. So what genres I read, book format breakdown, and then star rating. So all these things back here will help me keep up with this. And then this will be like how many total pages I read in each month. So I have like daily reading and then I have my monthly reading. So this will show how much I read each month. Like if I've read 5,000 pages, 1,000 pages, and so on and so forth. And then this is something I'm trying out this year. I need to white out that's annoying me. But I'm doing books bought versus books read. So like I said, I'm trying to read more of my physical TBR, even if you think I'm cheating with my audiobook method. But so I'm going to keep track of how many books I bought versus how many books I've read that I already owned. So far I'm not doing too bad. So let's hope I keep it that way. And then I follow the Books in the Freezer podcast, which is like a horror book podcast on Instagram, and I also listen to them on Spotify. And they typically will put out a yearly book challenge. So this year, this is going to be my first year participating in it because I didn't really find them until end of last year. But so the reading challenge, there's a book published in 2023, a horror retelling, a book with an orange purple cover, single author short story collection, a spooky nonfiction book with chapter titles, books by an AAPI author. The title is A Place, translated horror novel, indie or small press book, a book with an LGBTQ protagonist, book with a dysfunctional family, and then there's bonus prompts, a book about a fictional show / movie, or a food-centric book. So I made this cute little challenge. I feel accomplished with myself because it actually looks kind of cute. And I used my stickers that I got from this small business. And then here we have my January. And so this is also a planner as well. So this is all my like activities, and I'm trying to make it cute and probably failing, but it's okay. And then it also gives you like a section on what books you want to read this month, which I have not really made a TBR this month. I'm kind of being a rebel and I'm just going with the wind. I know the whole entire Folk of the Air series is on my TBR, but beyond that, it's just whatever I decide to pick up. Now my Bridgerton, since I got my Once Upon a Book box, books 5 through 8 Bridgerton books, I will be doing a binge read of those, and I will be making a YouTube like reading vlog on those because each book has like 2 presents to open up with it, so I'll be sharing that. And then what new releases I'm looking forward to, and then this is just like my daily life, and again, I am not an artist, but you can see I'm in a Cruel Prince phase. So, but this is a great way for me to keep track on how much I've read. And the cool thing about this is it gave you kind of like a legend of how to calculate how many pages you read via audiobook or ebook. So I've been taking that into account as well. But yeah, so I'm currently reading The Queen of Nothing, Bridge Kingdom, and then I'm listening to The Maidens right now. But yep, that's super cute. And I mean, I've seen people color all these. I mean, people are just so creative, and I'm trying. And then this is where I'll be able to keep track. I can keep track of what books I hold, and then my wrap up at the end of the month. And I need to reorganize this a bit. I need to do some whiteout and stuff and make this prettier. But it'll let you break down your reading stats for each month, the formats, genres read, and then you can put anything you want in this little box, and then what you're currently loving. And yeah, that's about it for this. And then at the end of this, it gives you, like, you get to break everything down. Let me get there quick. So every quarter it has like a quarterly breakdown or a quarterly check-in. But there's, you can do your book reviews at the very end. Just leaving reviews on all the books you liked. So like I said, I'm trying to leave a review on every book that I've read. So I'm making sure to fill out all of these. And then it just gives you tons of extra room to add whatever else you want to do, like any other kind of reading checklist and so on and so forth. So, but anyway, yeah, this is my reading journal. I hope you enjoyed your look into it, and let me know if you have one, or if you have any other ideas of what kind of reading challenges, reading trackers, anything like that I can make. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And yeah, see you next time. I hope to be getting that Bridgerton vlog up soon. I just got to finish the Folk of the Air series first.